Here I am. I'm right here, Max. It's been a while, man. It has been a while since I've been live. It's been a real long time since I've been live on my own channel. I've been on the Hubs channel a couple times live, but I have not been live on this channel in a really long time. And of course, we're going to have to deal with the whole song and dance of, waiting for that number one team to make their pick. Says we're beginning, a minute and 30 seconds. This is the pick of the draft right here. If Trayvon Walker goes one, we're going to get a really good player no matter what if we stay at 5. Now, if Aiden Hutchinson goes number 1, things will kind of be a little bit different. Yeah, I've been good. Just been really busy with work, and I just moved, so definitely been good. How y'all been? Like I said, it's been a while. Let me check when my last live stream on this channel was. Last live stream was 3 months ago. It was a Super Bowl. So, yeah, it's been a little while. I didn't see that. But I guess that's good. I just want them to just get Evan Neal. One of those guys, Evan Neal, Ekwonu, Charles Cross at number 5. We need a tackle no matter what. It looks like, judging by their timer, the draft should be starting in like 20 seconds, but I already know that the Jaguars are going to sit on the clock for like 10 minutes before they make their pick. Yeah, I remember, man. I remember. If y'all are jumping in here, go ahead and hit that like button. It's been a while since I streamed, so I know YouTube is probably hiding my live stream for most of my subs. So go ahead and hit that like button so my live stream pops up. But you hoping we grab Hamilton? I wouldn't be mad if we took Hamilton at 7 or if we traded back and got him. I wouldn't be mad. Let's see. I just want to just get to our pick as fast as we can. I want to kind of see the first pick. I'm kind of excited to see what that is. But yeah, I just hate all this production stuff when it comes to sports because I just really just want to see what's going on instead of like all of the production and the commentary. I think I'm going to throw the closed captioning up on my TV so I can see like a little bit of that commentary as it pops up. Go ahead and turn it on. All right. Go ahead and like it for good luck. If you like this stream, the Giants will get the 2 players that you want. Clint, if you like this stream, not you, Elite, if you like this stream, the Giants will get Neal, Sauce, and Thibodeaux all at 1 pick. But I heard that the Giants are looking to trade out of the top 10. I don't know if that's with the 5th pick or the 7th. They want to trade back, and they don't want to trade back so far that they don't get a player that they think is a starter. So, I mean, in my opinion, you can get a starter at 29. But I think they want a high quality starter. So I'm thinking they're probably trying to trade back into the teens. I think I see license plate guy right there towards the front. So this year they got the draft in Vegas. Didn't the draft used to always be in one spot in New York, I think? Yeah, I'm glad the draft kind of travels. Hopefully it'll come close to where I am. It'll definitely be great to see the draft one day. At least the first round, to see that stuff live. Because everybody in the building sees the picks probably like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. They see the players react, and they see that way before anything else happens. Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, I think it used to be in Brooklyn. I can't remember. I know it was in New York, but yeah, I'm kind of glad that it's moving around a little bit. They didn't pick up DJ's fifth. I could listen, but the overreaction in me says that quarterback isn't off the board at 5 or 7. But I don't think we're taking a quarterback. I just think it didn't make sense to pick up the 5th-year option when if he has the kind of year that would justify him coming back on the 5th-year option, you might as well just go ahead and franchise him. So, not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Yeah, but I completely agree with that part. If we trade back, I would not be going past pick 15. I might go to like 17, but I couldn't see myself going back worse than that. Let's see if I can adjust this a little. All right. It's a little bit better adjusted. But let's see. Jermaine Johnson, I like. I started off not liking him that much, but I'm kind of warming up to Jermaine Johnson. I wouldn't be angry if we took him at 7. It just depends who else will be on the board. I'd be angry if we took him over Thibodeaux because I think that Thibodeaux is the better player all around. But I mean, I wouldn't be angry. I wouldn't rage if we took Jermaine Johnson. But I might rage again if we take him over Thibodeaux. But I think his value, I mean, when I just put just a general value on a player, I would say that Jermaine Johnson's value is probably around, mid first round, late first round. I kind of start him off in the second round, but I just don't think he's a blue chip player. I wouldn't be mad at this either, but I kind of want that offensive lineman. I kind of want that blue chip top 5 offensive lineman out of the way, and then we can do whatever we want. I don't care what we do, to be honest, after we take that first offensive lineman. If we get that dude, everything else is fine with me because that's what we really need. I mean, there's needs at linebacker. There's probably going to be a need at corner. Probably going to be a need at a bunch of places, but none of those needs, in my opinion, are more important than an offensive line. And I just don't want to risk taking a second-round offensive lineman or a third-round offensive lineman to start at right tackle. We've been through this. You get what I'm saying? Like, we've been through it. I'm not sure. I say it's a 50-50 shot because look at the board right here. If Trayvon Walker goes 1, then that pushes everything out of whack because then Aiden Hutchinson goes 2. Number 3, you probably got an offensive lineman. The Jets could possibly go offensive line, or they could go corner. They could go a bunch of places. And then at 5, we could have Thibodeaux. Could have a bunch of players. Yeah, they're booing Goodell. I can't hear it because I got my volume turned down, but I can only imagine. Derek Carr and why am I forgetting the tight end's name? One of the best tight ends in the league for the Raiders. I guess because that's their hometown thing. That's their hometown team. I feel like most of the people are booing Goodell. Like, I feel like most of the people that are booing him don't really care. Yeah, Darren Waller. Much paying attention to football I've been doing the last couple of months. Hopefully the Texans take a DB. I would love that. They take a DB that pushes Thibodeaux down. I don't believe the rumors that people don't like Thibodeaux's attitude. I just don't believe it. And if they do, I just don't think it affects the Giants. I hope so. Because if I watch the Giants take Jermaine Johnson over Kayvon Thibodeaux. I don't know if I like that. Because I think Jermaine Johnson is like a different level after most of these prospects at the top of the draft. Roger Goodell looks so tiny compared to Derek Carr. And Derek Carr can't be that tall. There's no way. There's no way he's that tall. Ice Cube coming out. Derek Carr 6'3". I guess. I guess the commissioner's probably like 5'9". But he looked tiny. I guess he was standing upstage too. So I don't know what Ice Cube is talking about. Not sure at all. But he's a Raiders fan. And he's a Raiders fan that used to be in LA, and he just followed him down to Las Vegas. Would you guys follow the Giants if they went to another city? Yeah, I can't hear what he's saying at all. But would you guys follow the Giants to a different city if they moved to like there's a rivalry between, New York and Boston and Pennsylvania. But if the Giants moved to somewhere like what team doesn't have a team like what if the Giants moved to like Rhode Island? Would you root for the Giants still? What if they moved to Delaware? I don't think it mattered to me because, that is true, Eddie. They are in Jersey. But I'm saying if they got called the Delaware Giants, would you still root for them? Because at that point they moved, they left the city. They're not the same team. They are the same team, but they're not the exact same team. Because a lot of people, once the Raiders left LA, they converted to a different team. And I think a couple years ago, the LA didn't even have a team. I think 7 years ago or however many long, because the Raiders weren't in LA anymore. The Rams weren't in LA at that point, and the Chargers were in San Diego. So LA didn't even have a team 5 years ago, and now they have 3. Panthers 6. All right, Jaguars on the clock. Let's see, are they going to protect Trevor Lawrence or are they going to take Trayvon Walker or Aiden Hutchinson? Let's see. This pick at number 1 is the most suspenseful pick for number 1 that I've seen in such a long time. Stingley or KT, I'm going to defensive end every time. Even though I'm an LSU fan and I like Derek Stingley, I'm taking the defensive end every single time over the corner. A lot of people still say corner. Yeah, it's important to have corners, but I'm taking the defensive end every time. The Eagles need to mind their business and stay out of trying to trade up ahead of us to take Kayvon Thibodeaux. That's the most annoying thing. I already know the Eagles are plotting to trade up in front of us at 7 to the 6th overall pick so they can take Thibodeaux. It just makes me sick, man. Just be prepared for it. I know they're going to trade up in front of us. Whether we wanted the player or not, they're going to trade up in front of us. What's good, Greeny? I haven't seen you in a while. Again, I haven't streamed in 3 months. It's been a long time. So they're showing a bunch of Hutchinson clips. Let's see if I can get some audio and just have it down low. I think that'll work. Now let's see if I can get some captions. Okay, perfect. All right. All right. I think Aiden Hutchinson is the best defensive end prospect in this draft. You could argue that Thibodeaux, look at my face melting in the screen. You could argue that Thibodeaux is the better prospect, but I just don't think there's an argument for Trayvon Walker being the best player in the draft. I just don't get it. Fix this lighting. Yeah, I just don't get it. See, I wasn't looking at the chat. I don't care what they do. If they want a wide receiver, they can definitely take the wide receiver. I think they're going to take Walker. Who's my top 5 wide receivers? Again, I haven't been able to do the same amount of work that I usually do on the draft, but from what I've seen, Jameson Williams is my wide receiver 1 without the injury. Garrett Wilson would be number 2. Those would be my top 2. I would take them in the first round. The rest of those guys, there's like a clump of Christian Watson. There's a bunch of 3rd, 4th round guys. I can't even really rank them, being honest, out of my head. I really like George Pickens, though. I really like George Pickens. Those will probably be my top 3 wide receivers. Jameson Williams, Garrett Wilson, George Pickens. Then you probably throw Chris Olave in there. Traylon Burks is there too. Yeah, so I have done enough work. Yeah. So those will probably be my top 5. Williams, Wilson, Pickens, Burks, Olave. That'd be my top 5. It just annoys me that they have to take this long with the first pick. You've had literally 3 or 4 months to make the pick. Almost 5-6 months to make the pick, probably. Jaguars, the pick is in. The pick is in. I don't see anybody celebrating in the back. Is it Aiden Hutchinson or is it Trayvon Walker? So I heard before that in the draft they do like a whole song and dance, and they pretend that they don't know that someone called them. Yeah, I like John Mechie a lot. He got hurt, and people just have kind of stopped focusing on him. I think that I'm thinking Aiden Hutchinson. He probably wants the pride of being the first overall pick, but I feel like he probably just wants. I feel like he probably sounds like I heard like a bug or something, but I feel like he probably wants to go to the Lions. That's his childhood team. So I feel like that's probably where he wants to go. Even though he wants that honor of being the first pick, he probably wants to go to the Lions at number 2. I think Ojabo is going to go at like pick 31 or 32, to be honest with you. I think one of those teams at the end of the first round are going to take a shot on him. He could make it there, definitely, though. The craziest thing about this whole draft is that we're tied with, I think, like 3 or 4 other teams with the same record. So we're going to switch out every single round to where I think at one point we even pick as high as the 3rd pick in one of these rounds. With the first pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Trayvon Walker. Duval. I love it, man. They took Trayvon Walker. This is just going to be great. Hey, listen, I wish Trayvon Walker nothing but the best. He's going to have to do a lot of development, but I just hope the Jaguars don't ruin him. but he's going to need a lot of help. And they just helped us out so much by just making sure that they took Trayvon Walker. That pushes Aiden Hutchinson down one spot. That pushes the two offensive tackles down one spot. That pushes Thibodeaux down one spot. Pushes everybody down one spot because I had no interest in the Giants taking Trayvon Walker. So the Lions are on the clock, and I'm sure they're doing backflips because you know they're taking Aiden Hutchinson. The hometown hero, Aiden Hutchinson, they're taking him. Yeah, I mean, I wish him nothing but the best. He has potential, but I would not do that number one. But, you know, you can't tell them anything. They said he reminded them of Alden Smith. Hopefully he can turn into Alden Smith, man. Want all these people to succeed. Hopefully he can be Alden Smith without the liquor. Round 1, pick 1, Trayvon Walker. I think that helped us out tremendously, though, because I had no interest in taking Trayvon Walker. First pick in the draft, that's nuts. It's always funny to see whatever Booger McFarland is talking about. He's usually talking about a lot of nothing. Yeah, the Lions are 100% taking Aiden Hutchinson. If they don't take Aiden Hutchinson, I would literally be shocked. I'd literally be shocked if they don't take him. Legitimately be shocked if they don't take him. Oh, you're not crazy. I would sign up for that. Everybody else hates it, but I would sign up for it. I would sign up for that every single day and twice on Sundays, twice on Thursdays in this case. We already know this is Aiden Hutchinson. He might as well already be walking up there. If this isn't Aiden Hutchinson again, I will be shocked. Mel Kiper has Ahmad Gardner as his number 3 overall player. That's nuts. I think he's a really good player, but not number 3. But I guess that's not horrible. With the second pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, there you go, Aiden Hutchinson. Congrats to Aiden Hutchinson for going to his hometown team, man. Congrats to Aiden Hutchinson for going to the team he rooted for growing up. Love to see it, man. Love to see it. The draft is going exactly how I thought it would go. This is crazy. So far, it's going exactly how I thought it would go. The Giants always shock us with their picks. They always shock us. We never expect what the Giants are doing. We can never nail it down. It's always away from the consensus. Let's see if Joe Schoen is going to be a guy that goes away from the consensus. I mean, that stays with the consensus and takes the player that we all think is the best player available. Let's see. I'm just happy for Aiden Hutchinson, man. That's cool that he gets to play for a team he rooted for growing up. Going from University of Michigan to the Lions, it's cool. Smells like a setup, Lee Hiddell. Yeah, I think Stingley is a monster, man. I think Stingley's really good. I think he has the potential to be that Jalen Ramsey type player. But again, I would take the pass rusher every single time. But we'll see. I think we're going offensive lineman at this 5th overall pick, no matter what. Let's see what happens right here with the Houston Texans, though. I don't think there's any way we can go wrong unless they just do something ridiculous. Like, unless they do something like take Jordan Davis or Jermaine Johnson, I wouldn't be mad if we took Karlaftis. I think he's a really good player. I wouldn't be mad at most of the picks that we can make. There's about literally 8 players that we could take at 5 or at 7. Not at 5, but there's about 8 players that we could take at 7 that I will feel really good about. And here we go with the crazy green screen warping out parts of my face. Which is crazy because this isn't happening on my in my OBS. My video in my OBS is perfect, but for some reason in StreamYard this always happens. If we trade back, it depends what we get in the trade back. If we get fleeced, I'll be pissed. Because remember, like 2 months ago, even me 2 months ago, everybody wanted Linderbaum. So I mean, how can we be mad at any of these things? And now Linderbaum is projected to go at like the 20th pick, an 18th pick, 25th pick. Shout out to you, Eric, for wearing the same hat. Yeah, I know the Lions are hype. I know Aiden Hutchinson is hype. Now, this is another pick that's really pivotal. If we can get this Texans pick to not be an offensive lineman, if this is Kyle Hamilton, if this is Stingley, if this is Sauce Gardner, that means that we're going to have 2 of the consensus top 3 tackles on the board when the Jets pick. I mean, 3. We're going to have 3 of them there when the Jets pick. So that means that we're going to be able to take whoever we want at offensive tackle, or we can decide that we'll just wait a pick to take that offensive tackle and take the best player that's actually on our board at that point and still get one of the offensive tackles that we like at number 7. Yeah, that's true. But as we've seen, you got to hit on those first round picks too, because a ton of the first round picks we haven't hit on. And Dave Gettleman has had a lot of first round picks. All right. I don't know what just happened right here. Yeah, the stream paused for a second. Again, I just moved. I gotta get like a Wi-Fi extender, so it goes all the way from where my office is, all the way to the router at the front. So hopefully we stay good like this, and there's no more stream stuff. They took Stingley. Let's go! They took Derek Stingley. Hey, shout out to Derek Stingley, man, for going this high. I knew you could do it, man. I knew he could do it, man. This is where he should have gone. This is where he probably would have gone regardless. The Giants are going to have the choice to take 2. They're going to have 2 of the top 3 offensive linemen on the board when they pick at 5. They're going to have 2 of the top 3 offensive linemen on the board when they pick. Shout out to Derek Stingley, man. Shout out to Derek Stingley. I knew he could do it, man. All right, give me a second. All right, people. All right. Let's go. Let's get it. Derek Stingley at 3. Yeah, Stingley's going to be a monster, man. That's a nice spot for him. I thought that that's pretty much where he would end up going. I really thought that's where he would end up probably going. So, if anybody wasn't here last year, what I usually do when the Giants get on the clock is I stay live, of course, but I record my reaction. So if you see me talking while, talking like I'm not on stream, then that's why. That's probably why. But the thing is, Max, if we go Gardner at number 5, that means we have the perfect chance to take whatever offensive tackle we want at 7, because there's going to be one there. You're either going to have Neal, you're going to have Cross, you're going to have Ekwonu. If the Jets don't go offensive lineman right here, we're going to have the choice of 3 guys at 5. And if we don't want to take one of them, we're going to have a choice of 2. If the Jets take Sauce, I'm fine with that because I want Thibodeaux. I want Thibodeaux. I take Kyle Hamilton too. So as soon as the Jets pick gets announced, I'm going to go ahead and click record, and I'm going to start filming my reaction to before, leading up to this Giants pick, and then I'll go off, and then I'll upload my reaction again because these picks are going to be so close together. We'll see. Yeah, we're guaranteed a tackle if we're ready to take one. I think you guys are ahead of me. Let's see. Am I going to have to not look at the chat? I don't know. I don't know if you guys are just talking about Kyle Hamilton in the chat or if he actually went. Anyway, the pick is in. Hopefully we get out of commercial break on my TV at least, and we can get back to Roger Goodell. Won't matter as much to me in this stage of it. It's just when the Giants pick is there, I'm probably not going to look at the chat. As soon as it says the pick is in or anything, I probably won't look at the chat. All right, Jets. What you doing, Jets? Can we get out of commercial break, please? Can we please get out of commercial break? Why are y'all showing Super Bowl commercials from 5-6 months ago or whenever February was, 3 months ago? Nobody wants to see Super Bowl commercials. Mel Kiper has Ekwonu as the best player on the board right now. We're still in commercial break. All right, we're out of commercial break. As soon as this Jets pick gets announced, soon as that junk gets announced, I'm going to go ahead and hit record. Soon as that part gets finished with, and I finish that video, I'm going to just have to go ahead and hit record again because we'll be right back on the clock. Giants and Jets both 22-59 for the past 5 seasons. 4-10 for the Jets, 5-7 for the Giants. All right, Jets, what y'all got? This dude is excited. All right, let's see what we got here. I'm thinking this Jets pick is going to be either Thibodeaux or Ekwonu. One of the two. Thibodeaux, Ekwonu, or Sauce. Thibodeaux, Ekwonu, or Sauce will probably be this Jets pick. For some reason, I don't think they'll take Evan Neal. But I think they will look for Thibodeaux, Ekwonu, or Sauce. I just feel like those guys are Jets players for some reason. Can we get this pick announced? It's been in forever. It's been in literally forever for like 5 minutes. To the point to where the Giants pick might come in literally like a minute after because the pick has been in forever. The pick is in. Roger Goodell is slowly not walking onto the stage yet. Who knows where the dude is? He's coming out with like 17 other people, shaking somebody's hand. With the 4th overall pick in the 2022 NFL Draft. Let's see what it is. The New York Jets select Sauce Gardner. Okay. I can see that. I really saw Sauce Gardner as a Jets player, and I think that's going to be a really good fit for him. We got all three of the offensive linemen on the board. I'm going to go ahead and hit record right here. So if you see me just talking and it doesn't look like I'm on stream, that's because I'm recording the video. But let's get straight into it. What's going on, YouTube? Diggy546. The Jets have just taken Sauce Gardner. He's shaking people's hands. He's walking up to the stage, doing his thing. The pick before it, the Texans took Derek Stingley. 2 of the corners go back-to-back in a row. All 3 of the offensive linemen are on the board right now for the Giants. We can take Evan Neal. We can take Akeem Ekwonu. We can take Charles Cross. Every single thing is an option for us as far as offensive linemen. None of the players that have gone in the draft besides Aiden Hutchinson were players that I really, really, really felt like I wanted the Giants to have. I think Stingley and Sauce are going to be really good players, but at the same time, Kayvon Thibodeaux is there. All the offensive linemen are there. You got some really good players on the board, and I just don't think the Giants can go wrong right here. Now, there's rumors that the Eagles are going to try to trade up for Kayvon Thibodeaux to 6. So what we could do is we could take Thibodeaux right here, and we can just take the best offensive lineman available at 7. Or we could just take the best offensive lineman that we want in the draft and then just take whoever's left at 7. Either way, I think that that's a win-win scenario. You can take Kyle Hamilton at 7. You can take another offensive lineman at 7. You can take a bunch of guys at 7. So the Giants are still on the clock. Hopefully, we can get this pick in and, move on so we can see what the Giants are doing. We got 4 minutes left and 40 seconds. Come on, Joe Schoen. Come on, man. Let me turn the other way. Joe Schoen, come on, man. Let you get the pick in. Come on, get the pick in, man. You're taking forever, man. What are you doing? 4:26 left. 4:22 left. The pick still isn't in. We're just aimlessly waiting. I would be thinking that the Giants are probably trying to choose between Ekwonu, Neal, Cross, Thibodeaux, and Kyle Hamilton might be on the outside of that discussion. But I think they're probably trying to pick between 4 different guys. They're probably considering, are the Eagles going to try to trade up for Thibodeaux? It's a ton you could think about here. A ton you could think about here. We still got 3 minutes on the clock. The Giants still have not made a decision. The pick is still not in yet. I don't know what's taking them so long. I guess it's a tough decision, but I feel like you probably had one of those offensive linemen that you felt if he made it this far, if he made it to 5, that he would just be your guy. So this is interesting because I know in the press conferences they're probably going to come out and they're probably going to say, this guy was our number 1 guy and it was hard to make a decision. Let's see. We got the pick is in. Let's see what it is. The pick is in. How about it, though? The Jets and the Giants picking back-to-back. And then the Giants got another pick at 7. Then the Jets got another pick, I think, at 10. Has Sauce Gardner came and gotten his jersey and shook the commissioner's hands yet? I don't think he did. It's taking forever to get done. But the Giants pick is in, man. All defensive players so far. I was expecting at least one of the Giants players. One of the players in the top 4 to go to be an offensive lineman. This is the perfect case scenario. I was literally thinking that the perfect case scenario is that Trayvon Walker goes 1. We can't control Aiden Hutchinson falling past the lines. That was never going to happen. And that 2 of the cornerbacks or 2 of the DBs, including Kyle Hamilton, go at 3 and 4. And it has gone perfectly so far. So the pick is in for the Giants. Let's see what's going on here. You see license plate guy in the front row. They're showing Giants Nation. I'm just waiting for Roger Goodell to pick it up and walk out here. Come on, man. Walk out and read me the name of the Giants' new right tackle. I don't know what these idiots on ESPN are talking about the Giants getting the left tackle, but we already have a left tackle, buddy. And I can't tell who said that because I have everything muted. But I just want to hear the name of the Giants' new right tackle. Let's go ahead and read it. We're 5 minutes in. I expected a pick to already be made, but they're just doing their TV stuff. They're still talking. Roger Goodell is pacing out onto the stage. Let's see what he's got to say. Let's see what he's got to say. I could have sworn I saw the dude pacing out on stage. There we go. He's coming out. Who's that pumping up the crowd? I see somebody throwing up their hands like they're trying to pump up the crowd like this. I don't know who that's. I think that's the Giants fan that was on Giants.com that they gave something to. I don't know. But we'll see. Here for the New York Giants pick, Sam Prince, lifelong Giants fan, Make-A-Wish kid. That's awesome. All right. So let's read the pick. At number 5, let's read the pick. Come on. All right, come on, let's go. He's pumping up the crowd. He's hype. Tonight, his wish to announce the Giants' first pick comes. All right, so let him announce the pick, Roger. You keep talking. You keep talking, Roger. You keep talking. All right, let's go. With the 5th pick. Come on. With the 5th pick in the 2022 NFL Draft, the New York Giants select Kayvon. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's go. That's a dog right there, man. That's a dog. Let's go. Let me fix my camera. That's a dog right there. Kayvon Thibodeaux. The Eagles not trading up this time to take our person. Kayvon Thibodeaux is a New York football giant. This dude is a monster. I've been wanting this dude on the team for the past 2 years, and he's now a New York football giant. I thought it wasn't going to happen. I thought we would be stuck not getting him because he was going to go top 3, but they put out that stuff on him. I bet the Giants put out that hating stuff on him, and he fell all the way to us at 5. Welcome to the Giants, Kayvon Thibodeaux, man. This is an alpha defensive end. They tried to say he was cocky. They tried to say he didn't want to work. This is a beast, man. This is a monster. This is a monster. This is what I've been waiting for the Giants to address for years. We have not been able to get this blue chip pass rusher, and he's on the team now. I don't care about the offense. Listen, I've been talking about the offensive line. I've been talking about the offensive tackles. But we have 3 offensive tackles on the board right now. We're either getting Ekwonu, we're getting Neal, we're getting Cross. We're getting one of those guys. This is the best way the draft could have gone. This is the best possible way this draft could have gone. I'm praying that the Panthers take Ekwonu or Cross because I would love to get Evan Neal on this team. So I'm going to go ahead and end this right here, and I'm going to go ahead and record another video for that 7th overall pick. But welcome to the Giants, Kayvon Thibodeaux. Let's go. Let's go, man. Kayvon Thibodeaux to the Giants? Let's get it. Did he do the John Wall? Man, how can you hate this dude, man? How can you hate this dude? This man, Kayvon Thibodeaux, is a beast. I like this kid, Sam Price. It's up there celebrating with Thibodeaux. This is the best pick that I feel like the Giants have made in like 10 years or more. I have not been this excited for a Giants pick in so long. I have never gotten the player that I wanted in December to fall to the Giants. I've never gotten that. I've gotten that in the second, third, fourth round, but never in the first. This is great, man. This is great. The Panthers are going to take a tackle, or they could take a quarterback, and we could get the best offensive lineman in the draft. Oh, man. This is just great. It tastes great. This is just a great moment, man. This is a great moment. Kayvon Thibodeaux to the Giants. They got the camera on Malik Willis. Let's see if he goes to the Panthers. I really don't care what happens after this because I know we're getting our offensive tackle at 7. It's just got to happen. The Eagles aren't trading up to take Kayvon Thibodeaux. No. That's not going to happen. We got him. At 7, we're going to get either Neal, Aquanu, or Cross. We're going to get one of them. We're going to get one of them. For sure. Is Malik Willis going to the Jags? I mean, to the Panthers? We'll find out. I'm just typing up the title for this video I'm uploading, my reaction video to us taking Kayvon Thibodeaux. Everybody's going to have to remember how to spell this dude's name. I know how to spell it, like, to a certain point, but I got to make sure that I got the correct amount of, B's and D's in the name. Okay, I spelled it right. Yeah, the suit is cold, man. It was all BS. I didn't believe that for 1 second. And we have 3 tackles on the board right now. It doesn't matter who the Panthers take. We're going to have a choice of 2 tackles. Let's see. I'm so excited about this pick, man. Like, this is who I think is like, I've never seen the Giants take a player that I've just been so sure was going to be an all-pro, especially at edge. It's been a while, because have we ever taken a top blue chip kind of edge this high? I just don't remember that happening. I don't remember that happening. And shout out to Lewis Breyer for the $4.99 super chat. Been a fan for a while. Great content, man. Happy draft day. Happy draft day, Lewis. I hope you like the pick. The second round starts tomorrow at 7. Second and third round are tomorrow, starting at 7. All right. Man, that was a great pick, man. I love that pick. I just love that pick so much. That's just such a great pick, man. I just couldn't have wished for anything better. Kayvon Thibodeaux is a New York Giant, man. Come on now. That's crazy. Like, in December, we were all so sure this dude was going to be the first pick in the draft. That's nuts, man. That's crazy. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat if I missed anything. Imagine somebody, exactly, man. Imagine somebody told you that you would get Kayvon Thibodeaux I just didn't believe it. I thought we had the tank to get the dude. And we kind of tanked, but I mean, I thought we would have had the tank better to get this guy. What a great pick. What a great day that this dude fell to us. And this is what, when you have a pick this high, when you have 2 picks this high, you can really just relax. You can really relax. And which is, listen, thank you, Dave Gettleman, on the way out. You did a horrible job a lot of times, but you did solid. You did solid. You did a solid job with this getting us this pick, man. I love it, man. I love it. Videos going up. Let's see. See what we got. Seems like a great pick. Yeah, he definitely seemed excited. Let's see who the Panthers are taking, though. I can't wait to see the other NFC East teams, fans typing like about how he's going to be a bust. Even though their team wanted to trade up for him. Let's see if YouTube already gave me a solid thumbnail. Yeah, I'm probably going to have to make my own thumbnail. Anyway, Akeem Ekwonu goes to the Panthers at 6. Guess what, guys? I'm going to hit that record button again because the Panthers pick is in. And they took Ekwonu. Looks like Evan Neal is still on the board. What's going on, YouTube? We just took Kayvon Thibodeaux with the 5th pick. And the Panthers just took Akeem Ekwonu. Guess what? The consensus tackle number 1 is still on the board. The consensus tackle number 1 is still on the board. Now, I'm streaming right now. I see somebody in the chat saying that if they take crossover Neal, they'll be mad. I won't be mad because all of these tackles are solid. I think Cross is the best pass protector. I think Neal is the best of both worlds. But the Giants took Thibodeaux, and now we have a chance. We have a chance to get Evan Neal and Kayvon Thibodeaux in the same draft. Again, how many people would believe you if you told them in December or in November or even in January that you would get Kayvon Thibodeaux and Evan Neal in the same draft? Even if we don't, to get any of these top tackles and Kayvon Thibodeaux in the same draft is nuts to me. It's bonkers. It's completely bonkers. It's completely bonkers, man. So they got Ekwonu up there doing his thing. I'm happy for Ekwonu that he went that high. But hey, listen, it's time to get the business. The Giants looking like they're gonna handle some business today. Because if Evan Neal is on that board, man, listen, he's on the board. It's not about if. He's on the board right now. And if the Giants go ahead and take him, my night is good. My night is perfect, man. My night is perfect. The pick should already be in. The Giants got 348 to make their pick. But in my mind, it should definitely already be in. My computer's going crazy, overheating and all that jazz, because it's probably excited about what we just saw on the screen with Kayvon Thibodeaux. Yeah, they probably are looking for trades, but I don't care. Like, they don't need to be making this trade. What the Giants need to be doing right now is walking up to that board and walking up to Roger Goodell or wherever you got to walk up to. The pick is in. We didn't trade it. The pick is in. This pick will 100% either be Evan Neal or Charles Cross. We saw a lot of smoke about Charles Cross. We heard that they liked Evan Neal. But guess what? We're going to find out which one they really liked. We're going to find that out right now. We're going to find it out. Pick is in. I'm trying not to look at my chat. Trying not to look at the chat. They're saying the Giants pick is in. All right. Can we get Roger Goodell to walk up to this stage again, man? I would really appreciate that if Roger Goodell could just walk up to this stage. I see the chat. Listen, my chat is against Charles Cross. I won't hate it. I just need the right tackle right now. They're showing license plate guy on the screen holding up a Neal, nameplate for a back of a jersey. I hope it's Evan Neal, but I won't be mad if it's Charles Cross. But I'm going to be so excited if it's Evan Neal. Like, that would be just amazing. That would be amazing. All right. Roger the Dodger, can you come on out here? Can you come on out, man? If you were 4 minutes into this video, 4 minutes in, and we still haven't made this pick, the Giants move slow, man. All these teams are moving slow, but the Giants seem like they're taking their time to make their picks. Can we get Evan Neal in a New York Giants jersey? Can we get Evan Neal, this beast Evan Neal, in a New York Giants jersey? Where is Roger? Where are you, Roger? Where are you? What's going on? All right, there he is. There he is. I'm not going to look at the chat. I'm not going to look at the chat. With the 7th pick in the NFL draft, the Giants select. Let me hear it. Evan Neal. Let's go. Oh, my God. Oh, my God again. Listen, I'm just going to tell you something right now, people. There is no way that you could have convinced me that this will happen even 2 weeks ago. There's no way that you can convince this. And shout out to Justin Pennick from Talking Giants. He said that the Giants loved Evan Neal and they loved Kayvon Thibodeaux. And guess who they got? And yeah, it's kind of a common sense kind of thing, but they actually fell to the Giants. Are you serious? This dude, Evan Neal, that shut out people, the dude, Evan Neal, that shut down Trayvon Walker when people tried to sit there and tell me, why are you making Trayvon Walker film session when he's going against the best tackle in football? Well, keep that same energy, people. Keep that same energy because Evan Neal is a New York Giant. Evan Neal is a New York football Giant. This dude is a monster. He's going to be across from Andrew Thomas for the next, at least the next 3 or 4 years. He's going to be across from Andrew Thomas. Hopefully for the next 10 years, they're across from each other. 2 blue chip SEC offensive tackles who were the consensus best tackles in college football, both times coming out, are New York Giants now. And then you add on the fact that we get Kayvon Thibodeaux at 5. Thank you, Joe Schoen. Thank you, Dave Gettleman, for making that trade last year. I'm not going to leave him out of this because even though we can't stand the guy, he made this trade and he made it happen. He was part of it. Now, he probably would have taken Jordan Davis or he probably would have taken somebody else crazy. But Joe Schoen and Brian Dable came out and they did their thing. They were no-brainer picks, but they did their thing. Kayvon Thibodeaux, that whole stuff about him not caring about football and all of that other trash was garbage. Dude is a New York football Giant. We talked to him multiple times. We kept calling. We kept reaching back out to do more research, and we got our guy. Evan Neal is on the board 2 picks later. The Panthers win at Kwanu. I love it, man. I love it. Because Evan Neal is the best mix in this draft of guys who can run block, who can maul, and pass protect. The dude is 6'7", 340 pounds, 350 pounds, something ridiculous like that. And he looks like he's 300 pounds. This first round, again, listen, I got a comment from Alex right now in this live stream that says A+ first round. Hopefully we can land some more solid players in the draft. Listen, you couldn't do it any better than this in the first round. You just couldn't do it any better than this as a New York Giants team. You can't do better than this. You needed an offensive tackle in the worst way. You needed an edge rusher in the worst way. You got both of them. Something in my mind tells me that they might have tried to take a corner, which is glad that they got those corners out of the way. I'm so glad they got those corners out of the way before we got there, and they took the foundations. How do you get good as a team? You win on the line of scrimmage. And that's where we're going to win. Have somebody coming off the edge like a banshee and have somebody protecting the edge like a banshee. I mean, the wall, the SEC wall that we're putting together on either side of the line, I'm so proud of it. I'm so proud of it. I can't wait to see these dudes play. I'm so glad that the Giants went ahead and took Thibodeaux before the Eagles could trade up ahead of us and do that, funny business they like to do. I'm glad it happened. Whew, thank you, Joe Schoen. You put together some really good picks, man. You put together some really good picks. I couldn't ask for anything better. You guys let me know what you're thinking of this draft, of this Giants first round in the comments. I'm hype. Let me know. All right, people. I'm going to keep this draft going for a little while just to see how it goes. I probably won't go to the end of the first round. But one thing that I'll do is I'll stick through a decent amount just to see where some guys go. Just to see where some guys go. See what the Falcons are doing. Now we can just kind of relax. What are you guys thinking of those two picks, man? Like, this is ridiculous, man. Two of the dream players that you would like the Giants to have. Like, when players are your dream players and you're just like, they're not going to be there. We're not going to get them. And even if they are, we're not going to take them. But we got two of them. Two players who I think could be all-pro players. Like, this is what I'm saying, man. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. The 8th pick, the Falcons, who are they taking? Take Drake London in the top 10? Oh, my God. Why are they taking Drake London, man? Drake London in the top 10? Are you kidding me? In the top 10, though? Oh, man. Yeah, that's a huge reach, man. They compared him to Vincent Jackson. I guess that's a decent comparison. I mean, he's a 50-50 guy, definitely. But there's no way I'd take this dude over Garrett Wilson. There's no way. It's possible that we package picks and Bradbury to trade into the first, but I doubt it happens today. I doubt we get a first-round pick. I really hope that Joe Schoen was the one that put out that misinformation about Kayvon Thibodeaux so he could get to the Giants. I just really hope so. That'd just be amazing. All right. All right. I guess everybody dipped out after they saw my reaction to the Giants pick. People are probably chilling, seeing what they can. They're probably just chilling and watch the rest of the draft. All right. Let's see. This is where we could have our first quarterback go. The Seahawks have all of the quarterbacks on the board. They got Malik Willis. They got Kenny Pickett. Man, I don't even want to know who Dave would have picked, man. I think he would have probably taken one of those players. I think he probably would have taken the tackle first because Dave Gettleman gets kind of nervous when there's a possibility that somebody could take a player he wants. He'll just overdraft him. Probably would have taken Aquanu there at 5 or Neal there at 5 or who knows. Yeah, he's done. Yeah, I don't think that I just don't think Drake London should have gone that high. I mean, they could get a wide receiver in the second round. Could have traded back. It could have done something. But what a draft by the Giants, man. I'm definitely happy about that. All right, second video about to go up. Who are the Seahawks going to take? Just hoping Hamilton doesn't fall to Washington. I don't care where Kyle Hamilton go. I really don't care what any of these other NFC East teams do because, like, I'm on cloud nine. I just don't think there's anything that any of these teams can do that'll just, ruin my day. I just can't see it. I just can't see it, man. I just really can't see how they could possibly ruin my day. Like, how? You tell me. I mean, if Kyle Hamilton goes to Washington, who cares? I mean, we have just added two what I think we're going to be, at least at the very worst, I think we added 2 Pro Bowl players. I really think that those 2 players are that good. So I'm not worried. I'm not worried about what happens with Washington. At the end of the day, they're Washington. The Washington Commanders. Oh man, I just can't. I just don't even have any words at this point for this. And right now I'm throwing up my second video, but like I just don't understand how exactly this is completely facts. Like I don't understand how we did this. And I want to give Joe Schoen a bunch of credit. I want to talk about how Joe Schoen knocked it out of the park. But it's like the board just completely fell to our mercy. The board completely it was no-brainer picks. Like I could have made the picks. You could have made the picks. They were no-brainer picks. Now, of course, they have to follow through on their end, and they have to, be able to be those players in the NFL. But as far as the prospects, those guys were no-brainers. And the thing that really got me was the Thibodeaux thing because I was so convinced that John Mara had stepped into the draft again and said, we're not going to touch this guy Thibodeaux. He's bad news, blah, 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 blah. And we were going to pass on a player that would eventually be an all-pro, destroying the league. But we got him. We got him. I'm excited, man. All right, let's see. The Seahawks, their pick is in. I want to see if they take, or it looks like they traded. Oh, they're just showing what they received after the Russell Wilson thing. Yeah, so the Seahawks, I want to see if they'll take Malik Willis. Yeah, that might be somebody that you want to get, man. That might be somebody's jersey that you want. I haven't even gotten to check Twitter. I've been excited. I tweeted out something real quick, but I haven't gotten to really dive into Twitter. So I'm sure Twitter is going crazy. Giants Twitter has been waiting for this. Man, I was just so sure that we weren't going to get Kayvon Thibodeaux. I think that's the biggest thing. And then the thing is, we got the player that I perceived as a dream player in this draft. And then 2 picks later, the Panthers pass on Evan Neal and we get Evan Neal. Let's see what they're taking. The Seahawks took Charles Cross. Good for Charles Cross because I think he deserved to go in the top 10. But I really thought they would take Malik Willis. But I guess they're going to move forward with Drew Lock, a guy who's even shown less than Daniel Jones. I thought it'd be Willis, but I guess not. Now we got 2 KTs on the team. All I can think about is that LeBron meme where he's just like taking a selfie where he's like, I can't believe my life is this great. Oh man. Yeah, but Charles Cross is a good player. Glad he still got to go top 10. I would not have predicted that he'd gone this high. I would have thought that he'd be gone earlier than this, but solid. Solid for the Seahawks to get him. I'm sure Seahawks fans are really happy that he fell there. Charles Cross, I mean, low key, all 3 of these guys could, but Charles Cross could low key be the best tackle in this draft. It's just about him, proving that he can run block. But as far as pass blocking, the dude is so smooth. He's so athletic. Ridiculous, man. Welcome to the New York Giants franchise. I'm sure you bring home the Vince Lombardi trophy. People are saying you're a beast. I believe you're an angel. It's good enough to bring home the Vince Lombardi. I'm pretty sure he's directing that towards not Charles Cross, towards Evan Neal and Kayvon Thibodeaux. And I second it, man. Hopefully they come here and bring us a trophy. We're overdue with one. It's been what, 13? Not 13. It's been 12, 11 years actually. All right. All right. So the Jets are picking at 10. Who you guys thinking the Jets are going with? I think what I'll do is I'll stay here through the Cowboys pick. That way we'll see who everybody in the NFC East got. And by that time, the Cowboys will, they're in like 20 something, 22, something like that. By that time, I'll probably jump off. Think that'll be a little bit over, 2 hours for the whole stream. I can't believe that the Jets fleeced the Seahawks like that. That's ridiculous. They're taking Jermaine Johnson, the Jets. Let's see. Oh, that's just your bid for who you think they'll take. Yeah, I think they'll either go with their draft room is definitely celebrating. I think they should take Garrett Wilson right here because they need some weapons in the worst way. And I think the announcer just said Garrett Wilson too. And just think about it. The Zach Wilson and Garrett Wilson connection, the Wilson-Wilson connection. That's what I'm saying. People got to let the seasoning set in. Because if Kayvon Thibodeaux is a better defensive player than Micah Parsons, which is hard to predict, but if he becomes that like blue chip defensive player that's a monster that takes things over, which he has the potential to do, and Kadarius Toney ends up being, the player that he looked like he could be, we got way more value than Devontae Smith and Micah Parsons. All right. I think this is Garrett Wilson. I think this is Garrett Wilson, like 100%. Like I don't think there's just any way around this. Yeah, it's Garrett Wilson. Yep, that's who I expected. I don't know what this dude is wearing though, but hey, I'll let him rock. I won't talk about what he's wearing. But yeah, Garrett Wilson. I thought this made the most sense. Like you got to go Garrett. You got to take a wide receiver because Zach Wilson has nothing, literally nothing. I couldn't remember. Did the Jets even get somebody as far as like free agent wide receivers? I don't remember. But the Jets need some weapons, regardless. They got Elijah Moore on the team, who I wasn't that high on a couple years ago, last year. He has some potential, 100%. Um, they got Corey Davis. That's what they signed, Corey Davis. Yeah, but they still need some more weapons. Let's see. Yeah, Corey Davis has been there. What? He's been there. Oh yeah, he's been there a year already. That shows you how much how much the about the Jets I care. Let's see. Let's see what Corey Davis did last year for the Jets. Yeah, I saw they got Uzama. Yeah, he only had 490 yards for the Jets last year. That's a big disappointment. Uzama, I like though as a player though. Wilson and Wilson connection. Let's see who Washington takes. Oh, the Saints are trading up. Are they going to take Malik Willis? Are the Saints going to take Malik Willis? They just traded up. Is Sean Payton going to come out of retirement and revive, not revive, but make sure Malik Willis's career goes great? The Saints traded up, and it's like they're just, what are they doing? So you got Garrett Wilson and Sauce Gardner. They're going to be going against each other in practice. Yeah, man, it feels great to have Evan Neal. I mean, Evan Neal as the right tackle, Andrew Thomas as the left tackle is out of this world, man. It's incredible. It's just incredible to even think about. I mean, this is what we've been wanting for so long. When has been the last time that we had two Pro Bowl level tackles? I think that's what we'll have. Two Pro Bowl level tackles. When is the last time we've had that? Because if you look at things, David Deal was a good tackle, but he was not a Pro Bowl level guy. Will Beatty had a Pro Bowl level season, but I think at that point, Kareem McKenzie was already gone. We got two guys who are real guys. Okay, 16, third, and a fourth. Okay, I was going to say if the Saints gave up their two first rounders to move up like three spots, that'd be ridiculous. Or four spots, that'd be ridiculous. But they gave up a third. So they still got their what? They still got their two first round picks this year. I'm just happy that the Eagles didn't trade up in front of us, to tell you the truth. And I used to work with a sponsor, and they had like a mock draft for people to bet on. And I won't mention them because I'm not giving out free advertising, but I just want to just see if the betting apps and the betting companies got things right. They got things kind of right. They had us taking Evan Neal, but they also had us taking Garrett Wilson. Kayvon Thibodeaux went to the Jets, so they were about halfway right. What's going on, Heartstorm Media? That's what that's what I'm saying. People forget, but I don't. Dave Gettleman got us this pick. He got us this pick. He got us Evan Neal. I can't ignore that as my light falls down. I can't ignore that Dave Gettleman got us those picks. You just can't do that. That'd be disrespectful. All right, YouTube is going crazy right now. Not letting me upload. Hopefully it stops glitching. Yeah, the Saints. You think the Saints are going to take Jamison Williams? I'm thinking they're going to take a quarterback, but they could be trading up for a receiver too. They could be trading up for Kyle Hamilton. Daxton Hill is his fourth. Kenyon Green to me is a top 10 player. No, around top 10. Who else would I say is a top 10 player? I'd say that the best center in the draft is a top 10 player, top 15 guy. I would say he's a better player than Jermaine Johnson. Linderbaum is definitely a better player than Jermaine Johnson. I see Mel Kiper has Daxton Hill, Jermaine Johnson, Kyle Hamilton, who shouldn't be there at the 12th pick, mind you, or the 11th pick. It's nice. Oh, job on McDuffie. Yeah, I think Gettleman would have gotten at least one of the guys. It just seemed like, him and whoever else we had there, they didn't really value edge guy. I don't know. I can't speak. We never had a pick. We never have been in a situation this good, so I can't really beat Gettleman up. Can't really beat the guy up, man. All right, they walked like 17 people out there to read the Saints pick. All right, I hate when somebody's waiting for a pick. I definitely hated it. Shout out to the kid that got to read the Giants pick. But Roger Goodell's intro was just so long, man. It was just so unnecessary. I didn't care for it. So I just hate when I'm waiting for a pick and I'm just having to wait forever. See, the thing is, when I run these videos raw, just straight uncut, these are going up in 4K. He's going up in 4K right here. Usually when I edit it in my video editing software, it outputs as 1080 because I don't want to output stuff as 4K, and take longer and all that stuff to output it. And people don't really notice the difference between 4K and 1080. Not in YouTube videos, at least. At least videos like this where I'm just sitting here talking. But when it's just the raw file, you're going to get it in 4K. Is that what, Doug Baldwin or something? I don't know who this is. I can't. That looked like Austin Eckler. I don't know who it is, man. Looks like Austin Eckler. And I don't know why they got Chargers and Chiefs people out there when the Saints pick is on the board. Can somebody tell me what's going on? Because I have everything muted. I don't get it. I don't care, man. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It just seems like a bunch of rah-rah, nothing. Who knows? Yeah, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was Eckler, but like, what's going on, man? Just read the player. Just read the player's name. This is the Saints pick. Could have waited for an AFC West pick to do that. There's no way that the trade could happen 10 minutes ago. Chris Olave? You traded up for Chris Olave? Okay. All right. Okay. No, that's fine. I mean, yeah, have fun. I mean, I don't think he's a bad player, but it's just like you traded up for him. That's cool. Why not, man? I mean, I feel like Malik Willis should have gone off the board by now, but who am I? If that dude is there in the second round, I'm not going to lie. I might consider taking Malik Willis in the second round. That's just me. But that's just me. But I don't think he'll be there. I think the Steelers will definitely take Malik Willis if he lasts there. They should be looking to trade up right about now. All right. Guys, we got just a great young core, man. Think about it. We got Azeez Ojulari, and now we got KT. We got AZ and KT, and we got AT and EN. Shout out to Evan Neal for messing up the rhyming scheme. I'll just call Evan Neal EV. And it's not an electric vehicle. All right. I'm taking way too long to get this video out because YouTube has been acting crazy. Had to re-upload it. All right, the Lions traded up. They're definitely taking a quarterback. They got to be. Or did they already have this pick? Let me see in the chat. They traded up? Who did they trade with? the closed caption are showing Jared Goff's name as Jared Goof. I don't know if that's Kenny Pickett's girlfriend or wife or sister, or I don't know, but she just looks so worried. Like he's not going to get drafted. All right. Let's see. I mean, it's either got to be Malik Willis or Kenny Pickett right here. I mean, it's got to be one of those two. If they traded up, then it's got to be one of the quarterbacks. It's got to be one of the quarterbacks. All right. Give me just 2 seconds to wrap this ad up, and then we'll just ride this out until we get to that Cowboys pick at what, like 22 or 23? Let's see. So they traded with a division rival. They traded with the Vikings to get a quarterback. If they take a quarterback here, that's crazy. Imagine trading with your division rival to get your franchise quarterback. I didn't realize that that's who they traded with. Let's see. Minnesota Vikings have traded the pick. We know. With the 12th pick, the Lions select. They move so slow here. They took Jamison Williams now. They took Jamison Williams. Now, let's think about this right here. Do you think that the Lions told the Vikings that if they trade up, they're not going to take a quarterback? I wonder if they told them that. I wonder if they told him that, because I just couldn't imagine you trading your pick away so your team, a division rival, can get their franchise quarterback. I just couldn't imagine that. Jamison Williams is the best receiver in this draft, though, 100%. 6'1", 179. His stats aren't that much different than Devontae Smith. That's the funny thing. They always that's what I'm saying, man. Like they always are long-winded with the Giants picks, 100%. That's definitely facts. Look at Jamison Williams, man, routing these people up like it's nobody's business, though. This dude is the best receiver in the draft, and that's really who they should have taken instead of Olave. I forgot who took Olave, but they should have taken Jamison Williams. Like, let's be real. Olave went 11, Wilson went 10, Williams went 12. 1, 2, 3. A run on wide receivers. I'm just hoping that some way, somehow, George Pickens falls to the second round. If not, I don't really care. We can take a linebacker. We can take a ton of guys. It doesn't matter. But it'd be really cool if George Pickens fell to the second round, which I highly doubt. Because we're only at, 13? Let's see who the Eagles want. I can see them taking Devin Lloyd. I can see them taking Nakobe Dean. I can see them taking Kyle Hamilton, who hasn't gone. Oh, boy. I just realized, man, Kyle Hamilton is still on the board. He's still on the board. They're 100% taking Kyle Hamilton. They're 100% taking Kyle. I just can't see who else they would trade up for. So that'll be annoying to play against that dude. I mean, yeah, Washington taking Kyle Hamilton is, yes, whatever. But the Eagles taking Kyle Hamilton, I'm going to have to deal with that crap, man. Like, that's annoying. Players are actually good when they go to the Eagles, especially even if they're not good, they're going to be good against the Giants. Just how it goes for some reason. They jump Baltimore for Jordan Davis. I don't think they're taking Jordan Davis. I would love for them to take Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis isn't that good, man. That dude has everybody fooled with his combine. When I look at that dude's tape, man, he is not the player that he looks like as an athlete. I just don't see it. But that's just me. But if they take Jordan Davis, I'd be happy because I'm not scared of that dude. Yeah, he's going to hold the line, and you're not going to be able to run on him. But as far as wreaking havoc for the quarterback, no, he's not going to do that. He won't do that. He's no Fletcher Cox, 100. Like, he's definitely not Fletcher Cox. Like, if that dude Jordan Davis goes to the Eagles, man, that'd be great. Finally being able to finish my thumbnail and get this video out on me reacting to Evan Neal, which happened about 30 minutes ago. But since YouTube wanted to act ridiculous, it delayed everything. All right, let's make it public. As soon as I hit this button, I'm gonna be able to relax with y'all. That's why I jump over here to just chill with y'all and watch the draft. YouTube drew everything out. Gotta love these two picks. The Eagles love failing in the draft. They don't care about their fans' mental health. Yeah, the Eagles always are doing something stupid in the draft. Texans get 15 and 3 fifth and later picks. I wouldn't make that trade for what they got, but whatever. But I also wouldn't want to help the Eagles. The Eagles have got. I mean, I feel like they 100% traded up in front of Baltimore. Yeah, they're taking Kyle Hamilton. They traded up in front of Baltimore to make sure they couldn't get Kyle Hamilton, which stinks because it would have been great to see Kyle Hamilton, in that Ed Reed kind of shadow. See how he lived up to it. Like, does that look like somebody who doesn't want to play football and who's not dedicated with Kayvon Thibodeaux? That dude looks like he's dedicated to being a Giant. I can't wait to close this out and listen to the post, the draft recaps from Joe Schoen and Brian Dable. Texans got 15, a fourth round, 2 fifth rounds. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'd do that for a fourth rounder. All right, Eagles, go ahead and make your pick, man. Where did Washington trade their pick to? How far back did they go? No, man. Like, stop showing these Eagles fans. I don't want to see them. Just announce the pick, please. Just announce the picks. I'm pretty sure this is Kyle Hamilton. I don't know why, they announce a pick. I mean, you trade up for somebody, and all of a sudden, what are you making your decision? Why are you taking time on the clock after you've traded up for someone? That makes no sense to me. That's because they are. They are all cig smokers. That's what they do. They smoke cigarettes and they root for the birds. And they call them the birds, man. Like, come on, man. Imagine you root for a team and you call them the birds. Yeah. Newport shorts. I don't care about these high schoolers, man. Like, where are they coming out of Philadelphia? Oh, they're from Las Vegas. They're cool then. Okay. Why the Eagles though? I'd be sick. I'd be like, I don't want to announce the Eagles pick. Like, who wants to now? Who wants to be up there for the Eagles pick? They couldn't have gotten up for like a respectable team, maybe like the Super Bowl champion, but that would have been kind of late. They couldn't have gone up there for the first pick. Jordan Davis. Oh boy, that is not Fletcher Cox. That is not Fletcher Cox. Y'all, you played yourself. The Eagles just played themselves. This dude, Jordan Davis. Listen, man, ain't nothing against the dude as a person, as a human being, but he's been struggling with his weight, man. He's been gone all the way up to 380. He could be a good player, but right now, he's not Fletcher Cox, which listen, he's going to plug up the line. He's 6'6", 341. I guess you can choose that, but he's not that pass rusher that I'd be scared of on the Eagles. So I'm so glad that they did not take Kyle Hamilton, because Kyle Hamilton will put a fear in my heart. And the dude is big. He's fast, but as far as getting that pass rush, man, nah, it's not it, man. Baltimore, go ahead and do your job and make sure that you don't give the Washington football team Kyle Hamilton. You notice how they're showing all of Jordan Davis's highlights of him like running somebody down after they went past the line of scrimmage. We know he's fast. He's basically like a bigger version of Trayvon Walker. We're just taking defensive linemen because they can run fast now. And I see them talking about like Fletcher Cox. Like, this dude is not going to be Fletcher Cox. He's not the same. He's not that guy, man. I know Eagles fans are sick that they did not take. I know they're pissed off that they did not take them. Hopefully they don't demonetize me for that. I got demonetized for saying that one time. Literally. Like, that's ridiculous. Them taking Jordan Davis is basically like us taking Dexter Lawrence. Except we took him like, 8 picks later, 7 picks later. So, yeah, Dexter Lawrence is a good player, but it's not like I'm like, oh, man, I'm scared that we have to go against Dexter Lawrence. Yeah, I think the Eagles fans wanted I think they wanted Kyle Hamilton. Please, Baltimore, just go ahead and just take Kyle Hamilton. I do not want him in Washington. I would love to see him in Baltimore. Like if I had to pick a team that wasn't mine for Kyle Hamilton to go to, I would love to see him in Baltimore. Look at their draft board. Oh man, I wish I could take a picture of that draft board so I could see their whole board. ESPN was showing a shot of the Ravens draft room and they had their whole board there in writing. And if I would have been able to get a screenshot of it, I would have legitimately been able to see their entire draft board. That's what I'm saying. Like we just saw their whole draft board, man. Like we just saw, like that's got to be out of the first round. I know some teams saw that, and the Ravens like have a whole leg down now. I should be a Jets fan. Nah, I might as well be a Mets fan or a Clippers fan or a Nets fan if I was a Jets fan. You know, nobody can take draft picks away from ESPN. Nobody can take draft picks from them, so they can just do whatever they want. There's Louis Riddick, the guy who Stephen A. Smith says is supposed to be the Giants' general manager. So I'm trying to figure out who the pick for the Ravens has been in for literally like 4 or 5 minutes. I'm just trying to hold on until we get to this Dallas pick. But for some reason, they're taking literally, 10, 15 minutes to announce picks after they're in. All right. Just announced Kyle Hamilton already. Like, there's no big surprise. Yes, no surprise. We know Kyle Hamilton. I don't know why you spent so long, acting like you didn't know what the pick was. Announce the pick and move on to the next pick, guys. Yeah, it just stalled because they didn't announce a pick for literally like forever. Like, I don't understand why they just wanted to wait that long. Is that his grandmother? It was, but after that, man, like it just completely tanked. I hope they take Kenyon Green. I mean, Kenyon Green is a good player. That's that famous play where he ran all the way across the field. Dude, Kyle Hamilton can do everything. He can play in the box. He can play middle field. He can play linebacker. He can arrest the passer. He can literally do everything. What's up, RoboCop? The Texans pick is in because they waited 45 minutes for everything else to get announced. Either that or they just immediately knew who they wanted. But that's a great pick by Baltimore. I'm glad that the Ravens got their new he's not going to be Ed Reed, but he's going to be Kyle Hamilton. The next, hopefully the next great Raven safety. And I don't care what 40 he ran, the dude is all over the field, man. We just saw him reverse the entire field and catch that in. Like, his speed isn't an issue with him. Nobody cares about the 40-yard dash. Like, the more I evaluate these players, the less I care about the combine and the 40-yard dash. To the Cardinals? You sure? Let's see. Fact check this. They traded They traded Hollywood Brown to the Cardinals. Wow. Their NFL comp for Kyle Hamilton is Isaiah Simmons. Stop it. He's going to be better than Isaiah Simmons, man. They compared him to Jalen Ramsey. Okay. I don't know where they get these comps from, but that's fine. The Texans pick has already been leaked for some reason. I got on Twitter and they leaked the Texans pick minutes ago. And, you know, the broadcast, of course, is behind everything, which is normal. And how do the Ravens consistently just sit on the board, not make any crazy moves, and then these guys just always fall to them? Like, there's no way the Eagles should not have taken Kyle Hamilton. It makes no sense. Like, yes, safety isn't extremely valuable, but it's a lot more valuable than a defensive tackle, especially a nose tackle or a guy that you see as a run-stopping defensive tackle. There's no way that should have happened. I already know who the Texans picked. No surprise. Kenyon Green is a really good player. Really good player. I think you hit it right on the nail there, RoboCop. I think his ceiling is between Tannehill and Josh Allen, somewhere where it is. He can figure that out, but we got to see it this year. And just because he has a ceiling doesn't mean he's going to get there. I don't know why they're shaking their head. Is Kenyon Green mad because he didn't go earlier? Is he mad that he went to the Texans? I mean, you think it wouldn't be too bad because, you know, he's from Texas. I don't know if he's from there, but he at least played school. He went to school in Texas. But Kenyon Green is so fun to watch, man. Something tells me that he told them that he didn't want to play for the Texans because he does not look happy. Okay, that was his delay. Okay, so he is happy. That's funny. Oh my God, what a poverty pick by the Commanders. What a poverty pick by the Commanders. Listen, do not put any of the picks in the chat if you're looking at Twitter, but it's a poverty pick. It's so Washington, man. It's so Washington. This is somebody I would have never thought to take in the first round. But I love it, man. I love it. So, something tells me that the Cowboys are going to probably have the best pick of this draft. I mean, not of the draft, but out of the Commanders and Philly, and out of those three teams, I think the Cowboys had the best pick. Shout out to RoboCop for the 10, man. Appreciate it. But I don't know why they're taking so long to announce this pick. Yeah, like literally, like this was literally the best case scenario. Literally, Neal and Thibodeaux is when I could probably pull up a mock draft that I did in like January or February, where people were like, obviously that won't happen. Like these mock draft simulators are so stupid. Where we get Neal and Thibodeaux. I can't even think. I have to probably wait until we get to the 20s. But right now, it would have been Kenyon Green. I still got Zion Johnson there. You still got Linderbaum on the board. You still got both of the linebackers who I think Devin Lloyd and Nakobe Dean there. You got a couple of guys. You got I wouldn't be mad if the Giants took the tight end. You got George Pickens there, but I don't think the tight end is going to go. I think he'll be there with our pick regardless, but you got a lot of places you can go. I don't think they're going to need an offensive tackle. I don't think they're going to need an edge. They can go guard. They can go linebacker. They can go wide receiver if they want. They can go tight end. They can go corner. Maybe Andrew Booth falls. Maybe Elam falls. Maybe one of these guys fall. Especially if they need to replace Bradbury. And there's probably a 3 or 4% chance that the Giants trade this pick and end up getting another first round pick this year. Quay Walker's really good too. I think one of these linebackers will be there. I think out of Devin Lloyd, Nakobe Dean, and Quay Walker, Leo Chenal, I think one of those guys will be there. You also got Christian Harris, who I'm not high on, but I could deal with. But I think that's where the Giants are looking. Linebacker, corner, offensive guard, maybe center, and then maybe outside shot at taking a tight end. And if Greg Dulcich is there in the third round, man, I'd be excited. All right. The Commanders' pick is literally being announced, 13 minutes after – it's literally 13 to 15 minutes after the pick was originally announced. $9.50. Max put this comment up. They said that the Washington pick was in. $9.50, and it got tweeted about 2 minutes before that. So about 9:48 and 9:57 is when it's finally being announced. I promise you, nobody's scared of Jahan Dotson. I'm very happy they made that pick. Very happy they made that pick. That's all I'll say. This was way too high. But maybe he's that next dude. Maybe he's the next game breaker type of guy. The pick is in right here. I'm going to go on Twitter, and I'll probably see somebody announce the pick. Oh, boy. Now, that is a trade. That is a trade right there. Now, listen, this has nothing to do with the draft, but A.J. Brown to the Eagles. That's nuts, man. Now, we saw that A.J. Brown wanted to go. I think there was something where he was he wanted to get traded. But A.J. Brown to the Eagles, that's a nice pickup for them. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith. That's crazy. Definitely need to get some cornerback that can tackle. If we get a cornerback in this draft in the second, third round, we need somebody that can tackle. Zion Johnson this high. Oh, man. Yeah, Zion Johnson. I wanted him to be it. I didn't think he would go this high. Parrott isn't going to move over to guard. The Giants have a starting line right now. Right now they have a starting line. They don't need Parrott to move to guard. Chargers O line is good now. We picked up a couple of vets in free agency, low cost guys. Let me see. Let's see. We got what's his name? We got Glowinski. We got Garcia. We got Feliciano. We got Lemieux, and we got Nick Gates. So out of those 1, 2, 3, 4 guys, 2 of them, Glowinski and Feliciano, are penciled in as starters. Then we just need one guy to step up. That could be Lemieux. That could be Max Garcia, who has a lot of starting experience. And it could be somebody we take in the 3rd, 4th round. So we don't need to move Matt Parrott over to guard. The Eagles, I think they do have a 2nd round pick. I think they do. But yeah, that was a solid pick that the Eagles just made by trading their pick away to the Tennessee Titans. That's a solid pick. I guarantee you A.J. Brown is better than any receiver on the board right now. So I think the next pick that we're going to see from an NFC East team will be the Cowboys pick. Curious to see what direction they'll go into. I think the Cowboys will go Nakobe Dean, which will make Voss Lombardi really happy. And they're at 24. Hopefully, Nakobe Dean gets picked before that. Hopefully, he goes to Baltimore or something like that. Oh, man. I would just hate to see Cowboys fans get the guy that they wanted. They're so annoying. CP3 went 14 and 14. Man, the Eagles traded for A.J. Brown. Oh, wow. 14 for 14. Oh, yeah, that's nuts. Chris Paul went 14 for 14 from the field. Yeah, that's crazy. 1 for 1 from the 3, 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Yeah, he didn't miss. He didn't miss. That's crazy. Yeah, that's a big time game. That's a big time game right there. Let's see what Brandon Ingram did though. 21, 11 and 5. Could have done better. Chris Paul 33 and 8, 33, 8 and 5. It is what it is. I'm trying to see if the Giants have released any kind of interviews or anything with Joe Schoen and Brian Dable about these first 2 picks, though. The Titans got the Titans. No, I'm pretty sure that was the Chargers that took Zion Johnson. Yeah, A.J. Brown's definitely good. Jalen Hurts, man, he got some weapons now. He got A.J. Brown, got Devontae Smith. He got some guys. We got to get some guys to cover him. The Giants are dead set on getting rid of James Bradbury. You get rid of James Bradbury, that guy is the perfect answer for covering a guy like A.J. Brown. So that might have saved James Bradbury, from getting traded. Yeah. Yeah, 14 for 14 is crazy, though. That's nuts. Especially in a playoff game. Chris Paul has these times where it's like this dude is a real clutch player. This dude is this dude is that. And then all of a sudden, it's just like he's Chris Paul and he pulls his hamstring and his team can't win. I should not have to wait this long for these picks to be read, man. Especially when I can log into Twitter and see the picks. But it doesn't make sense for the Giants to trade James Bradbury when he's literally the answer to AJ Brown. I'm pretty sure he's played against AJ Brown since he's been on this team, and I think he did a decent job. I don't remember. All right. They haven't read the Titans pick off yet. Been waiting for 45 minutes. You need to just walk out and read the pick, Roger. I don't need to know how your day is going. I don't need to know this. I don't need to know that. There's a way to make it. They just got to redo his deal. Just put an extra year on that. And he didn't want to push money back, but we got like $80 million in cap space next year. Traylon Burks, his AJ Brown's replacement right there that quick. That's how quickly you can get replaced in the NFL. That's really how quickly you can get replaced in the NFL. They compared Traylon Burks to AJ Brown. That's ridiculous. That's funny. They compared him to AJ Brown. They just gave AJ Brown a 4-year, $100 million extension, 57 million guaranteed. So that's 25 a year. With the first 2.5 years pretty much guaranteed. It's a lot of money for AJ Brown. I don't know. He's a good player, definitely, though. But I can see that comparison. They compare him to the guy that he just replaced. Definitely the perfect draft, Earl. Definitely. Yeah, the Eagles paid AJ Brown. They gave him 25 a year. So you said Christian Kirk money, yeah. Yeah, he got paid, man. Marquise Brown to the Cardinals, AJ Brown to the Eagles. So let's see. Let's recap this. Devontae, not Devontae. The Packers guy. Packers trade Devontae Adams. Yeah, I'm not crazy. I know the dude's name is Devontae. Devontae Adams got traded. Tyreek Hill got traded. Marquise Brown got traded. AJ Brown got traded. Marquise Brown wasn't one of those elite guys, but you got 3 elite guys that got traded this offseason. It shows that these teams are starting to catch up and see that you can get elite production out of a rookie wide receiver. So they're like, why should I pay this guy $27 million a year when I can get elite production out of a wide receiver that's a rookie? And there's always going to be a team that wants to take that guy and turn him in, and think that they can, pay him $28 million a year, $25 million a year. There's always going to be a team that'll take that trade. Man, if Devin Lloyd falls, man, we're going to party. But I'm not going to get that excited. Yeah, Debo and DK, they're on the trade block too. And Debo's kind of similar to A.J. Brown, except he's not as much of a wide receiver as much as a route runner. But, yeah, a ton of guys are getting traded because they're like Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson are showing people that you can be an elite wide receiver year one. So they're like, why pay? It makes sense. Saints with their second pick of the first round. Exactly. No quarterbacks selected. I really would have thought that a quarterback would go in the top 15. Shows that it shows that let's see. Yeah, it shows that we probably couldn't have gotten anything for trying to trade back for a team to come up and get a quarterback. Let's see. All right. I'm looking for that account that tweets out when people go people get drafted. Whatever. Anyway, the Saints made their pick. I was looking for the results of the pick, but now Roger Goodell's coming out, so Saints select. Who they take? Trevor Penning. That is high. But congrats, Trevor Penning. That dude does not look like a football player. I don't know. Maybe he does, but congrats, Trevor Penning. 6'7", 325. He definitely has the size, but he just looks like a gentle guy. But he's actually a jerk on the field. When you look at his tape, he's definitely a jerk. But I just didn't think he would. We all know the Steelers are going Malik Willis here. And, I know they're doing backflips because everybody knew that they loved Malik Willis. And he's just sitting there on the board. He's just sitting there. He's just sitting there. People were arguing that you probably should take Malik Willis, at in a high first round pick if you like him. And the Steelers haven't had to trade up to get him. Now, if the Steelers don't take Malik Willis right here, then something's going on with that dude that we don't know about. All right. I cannot remember that dude's name that tweets out all the picks early. There used to be an account that didn't have a face, and now he has his actual headshot on there. I can't remember his name. Let's see. AJ Brown. I can find it this way. So Hollywood Brown and AJ Brown get traded on the same day. There we go. All right. Wow. I just saw the Steelers pick. Hey, man, listen, the Giants addressed the offensive line and the defensive line. That's who they were supposed to take. We got the best edge rusher and the best tackle. I mean, that's exactly what we needed. Because we've had horrible edge rushers and horrible offensive linemen for the past, seems like 15 years. Yeah, that's who I was looking for. And, I just saw who the Steelers picked. And, yeah. I'm just waiting to see what the Cowboys are going to take. Let's see where we're at as far as Cowboys 24, Packers 22. Steelers pick is in. We already knew who they took. I mean, they got to step it up with this broadcast because nobody feels like waiting 10 minutes to after we saw the pick on Twitter to see it on TV, man. Like, they got to really hurry up with these commercials and drawing it out and talking about stuff that don't matter. Like, you're losing your viewership at that point. Like, if I wasn't on here streaming waiting for the Cowboys pick, I would not be watching this at this point. I'd be gone. I would just be chilling, looking at my phone to see who got drafted because waiting for all of this stuff to happen and waiting for Roger Goodell to walk out with a high school full of kids and waiting for him to walk out with, this year's, Panda of the Year. Waiting for all of this stuff to happen, man. I wish. Waiting for all this stuff to happen is ridiculous, man. But yeah, I mean, there's just no way, man. And it seems like the draft kind of lost some of its mystique. Maybe I'm saying that because the Giants have been picking so high in the draft to where we used to have late round draft picks. We used to be picking 32. We used to be picking 20 something. And I guess maybe since like our pick is over in like the first, 35 to 40 minutes, it usually seems like, why watch? But I guess we just been picking early, so I'm kind of not invested after we pick. But I'm going to the Cowboys pick, people. The Steelers pick has been in for 10 minutes. Yet, they still haven't announced it on TV. We've all known who the Steelers took 10 minutes ago. I hope the Packers don't draft a wide receiver. I hope they draft a quarterback. I hope they draft something that does not help Aaron Rodgers because it's just so fun to watch that dude complain. All right, now we got Franco Harris, Mr. Immaculate Reception. Can you just announce the pick, man? I don't need you to talk about this and then hand it off to this dude and wait for this dude to walk his like the dude is he looks like he doesn't even know where he is. I don't care about Franco Harris, man. Can you just announce the pick, man? Thank you. Kenneth Pickett. So he gets to stay in Pitt. He gets to stay at Pitt. Aiden Hutchinson gets to stay in Michigan. Oh man, I can't wait to watch all these draft videos, all these Giants prospect and Giants front office videos talking about the picks. Pat's on the clock. I think at that point, yeah, Kenny Pickett's your quarterback. They're probably going to start off with that BS about Mitch Trubisky is going to be their starter and blah, blah, blah. But Kenny Pickett's going to play. Kenny Pickett's the quarterback. He's a good quarterback, too. I mean, I think this quarterback class got a bad rep. I think that dude can be a good quarterback, especially with Mike Tomlin, especially in that team that's never bad. I think he can be a good quarterback. Yep, he's still on the board. Yeah, I remember when Kenny Pickett fake slid and everybody threw a fit. Hey, it's the Pittsburgh connection right there. The pit to pit connection. Yeah, and Amari Cooper got traded. Did he get traded or did he leave in free agency? He got traded, yeah. All of these wide receiver trades happened all in one offseason. Kansas City Chiefs on the board. I hope the Kansas City Chiefs steal a wide receiver from the Packers. You think they'll go George Pickens? If the Chiefs take George Pickens right here, man, that'll be a big pick. That'll be a big pick if the Chiefs take George Pickens right here. And then it's like, can you just read the pick, man? Yes, because I think they wanted to dump that salary. Man, these NFL players' fingers are just so messed up. Oh my God. That's so disgusting, man. If that dude is there at a position that's that important, yeah, I'm taking Jermaine Johnson. I'll figure it out later about Ojulari and Kayvon Thibodeaux, but I'm taking Jermaine Johnson if he's there. Or I'm trading because somebody's going to want to trade up for him. But you got to consider that. And then on top of that, you got Ellison Smith, who I think is a developmental guy that you want to eventually get in there. That's and then you got the guy that we got from the Steelers. Quincy Roche, you got him too. That'd be a huge young edge room, but if somebody's there that much later than what they were supposed to go at, Yeah, I consider taking him. Let's see. Terrible trading pick. I still haven't gotten to see who they picked. What? That is okay. You the Chiefs need to figure out a way to get a wide receiver in Kansas City. Are they trying to sabotage their quarterback too? Who's their wide receiver? Who's their wide receiver for the Chiefs right now? Let's see. McDuffie is not going to get the job done when you don't have any receivers. They got Juju. I mean, whatever. Juju is not going to be the playmaker that Tyreek Hill is. If you got Juju, you got Travis Kelce. That's two guys who are working pretty much the same area of the field. You got McCole Hardman. They need one more wide receiver. McCole Hardman is a 4. 3 or a 4. 4 behind Travis Kelce. Round 2 is tomorrow, starting at 7, and then round 3 is tomorrow too, right after round 2. Like nobody was checking for Trent McDuffie this high, man. Let's be real. Like nobody was checking for Trent McDuffie this high. Like you got Andrew Booth on the board, and you take Trent McDuffie. His family is so surprised because they're like, Trent McDuffie right now? Like he went this high? Okay, all right. Not over Booth. It's not that he went crazy high. It's that they traded up for him when you had him and Booth on the board. But maybe he goes crazy. I haven't gotten to look at a lot of his tape, so maybe he's going to go crazy. Yeah, he would be a perfect fit for the Chiefs, but you know they don't want to. Nobody wants to sign Antonio Brown. Packers are going to take George Pickens probably. Yeah, Shane definitely talked about positional value. Oh man. Oh man, sitting through this is a snoozer when they take this long to read these picks. So Drake won a $335,000 bet that Drake London would be the first pick for a wide receiver. Yeah, Malik Willis might be on the board. All right, Packers pick is in. Can we read the Packers pick? I mean, they should know it's getting towards the 20s. It's starting to wind down. People don't want to be staying up if your team won the Super Bowl. You don't want to stay up until 12:05, 12:30 to see who your team picked. Just read the pick. No one cares about the theatrics. Just read the pick off, move on to the next pick. If a team puts in a pick, I should not be waiting more than 2 or 3 minutes for that pick to be announced. Thank you, Roger Goodell, for walking out. You talking about Christian Watson? Quay Walker. Yeah, I thought the Packers might go linebacker. It's just funny that the Packers and the Chiefs both lost their number one wide receivers, and they didn't take a receiver. Yep, Jermaine Johnson's still on the board. Quay Walker went before. He went before Nakobe Dean and before. Wow. The Bills traded up. Yeah, the Bills, they really like somebody who just dropped. But the Packers, I mean, Quay Walker went before Nakobe Dean and Devin Lloyd. That's interesting. I like Quay Walker, but I didn't like him better than those guys. That's ridiculous if they don't like him because he's 5'11". That's really ridiculous. I'm just hoping that he doesn't go to Dallas because I just seen Cowboys fans throwing parties saying that they wanted Nakobe Dean and they didn't think he would fall to him, and now it looks like he's going to be there. Oh, it stinks. But it looks like the Buffalo Bills might save the day and take Nakobe Dean from him. They wanted Nakobe Dean and they wanted Kenyon Green. And if they can take Nakobe Dean, that'd be great. Let's see what we got here. All right. You think the Cowboys going Johnson? That's possible. That's very possible. They could use it. Who do you think the Buffalo Bills are trading up for? Let's see. At this point, I don't care about picks being spoiled, so I'm kind of looking through stuff. Because, first of all, why are the Bills still on the clock? This is what just shows me that this is all some TV stuff. Because why are the Bills still on the clock? Because if you're trading up for somebody, you're trading up for that person. So the pick should already be in. And I just saw who the pick was. Yeah, Wan'Dale Robinson to me reminds me a lot of Kadarius Toney. What's up, Taj? Yeah, Wan'Dale reminds me a lot of Kadarius Toney. He was somebody I would have targeted if Kadarius Toney would have got traded, but I don't think he's going anywhere. But I think we just need a deep threat wide receiver. Darius Slayton can't be a consistent guy as a deep threat. Kenny Galladay is a deep threat, but he's also a big body guy. We just need that speedster I think that's what we need at this point because we got Kadarius Toney, who's kind of a speedster, but is also a guy who can work that short area and be that route technician once he gets his skills up. But we need that speedster. We can really use anybody, to be honest. We got some versatile guys. Yeah, I like the Bills pick too. I kind of wish that guy would have fell to us in the second round, but it is what it is. The Bills pick is in. It's been in, and I already saw who they took, but, you know, maybe the Bills had intel that the Cowboys wanted to take this guy, but you think Christian Watson? I guess so. I guess so. I see what you mean as far as the Cooper Cup stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I like Christian Watson, but I'm not sure the Cowboys need a wide receiver. I mean, they got Gallup, they got CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, does Dak Prescott really need three number one receivers to function? I think they need to address some other positions. They need to address linebacker. They need to address interior, but there's not really anyone there in the interior. But there are two good linebackers on the board right now. There's a good cornerback on the board right now. I think safety gone, but I think Daxton Hill is on the board. There's a lot of places they can go. All right. Man, like how long does it take to read this pick, man? This is ridiculous. Like this is ridiculous, man. Like they're trying to create like an experience where they think everything is just everybody's having fun, but everybody's just waiting for Roger Goodell to walk out and read a pick where everybody already knows what the pick is. And it's fine if we know the pick 2-3 minutes before, but once we start seeing the picks 5, 6, 10 minutes before, it just becomes out of control. And then to the people who didn't know, Kaiir Elam is who the Bills traded up for. And I think that's a solid pick. And that's another reason why I believe that the Chiefs didn't need to trade up to take who they took. Because you got Elam there and you had Booth there. Yeah. Hopefully Booth goes to the Bengals, but I don't know if he'll still be on the board. Booth might go right here to the Cowboys. That would be a smart pick. I really hope that Devin Lloyd falls. He would never take a Gator cornerback. I don't know. I like Elam's tape. I like him as a prospect. I think that's a solid pick. We had Janoris Jenkins. He was good. Kenyon Green already got drafted. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, Kenyon Green already got drafted. So the Cowboys are looking probably to take Nakobe Dean or a corner right here, or maybe Christian Watson. Or maybe George Pickens. Or maybe they take Malik Willis. No, I'm just joking. Oh, you're talking about Alec Pierce. I think he's solid. I wouldn't be mad at taking him in the second, third round. I wouldn't take him in the second round, but whatever. I mean, wouldn't be mad about it. I want Dulcich. I really don't care about anything else after what happens after those two picks that we just made. As long as we get a linebacker and Dulcich and a cornerback, I'm fine, man. Who cares when it happens? Jermaine Johnson, Daxton Hill, Malik Willis, Ebiketie, Linderbaum is on the board. Some good players on the board. Jermaine Johnson. I can see the Cowboys taking Jermaine Johnson. I can see Daxton Hill. I can see Ebiketie. And I can see Nakobe Dean and Devin Lloyd, being honest with you. And Andrew Booth. They can go, that's about 5 or 6 players. Hopefully, I'm right just for my pride's sake that they take one of those players. Yeah, Jermaine Johnson does not look happy, man. Sad day for him. He thought he might go as high as top 10, and now he's all the way here, 24. Jerry Jones is in there. Mike McCarthy always looks so happy to be sitting next to Jerry Jones. When I hit 10K subs, man, I have no idea. First of all, I have no idea when that's been. My channel's kind of slowed down, but when I hit 10K subs, I had to do something big. I definitely had to do something big. You thought the Ravens would have drafted Jermaine Johnson? I don't know. They might take Jermaine Johnson with this next pick if the Cowboys don't. The pick is in, finally. This one I'm not going to check it because I'm kind of invested in who the Cowboys take because I just would hate for the Cowboys fans to get what they wanted and actually get Nakobe Dean. Let's hope it's not. Let's hope it's somebody I haven't even thought of. Let's hope it's somebody I haven't even listed because those are all guys I would like to see as a Cowboys fan if I was waiting. I would look at Nakobe Dean, Jermaine Johnson, Ebiketie. Those would be the main guys. Andrew Booth, Daxton Hill. Let's see if it's one of those guys. I named about 5 guys. Let's see. I'd like if they just came out and read the pick. It's not leaked so far. Yeah, I saw. Yeah, some of these picks aren't getting leaked. Most of them are, but some of them aren't. We'll see if it gets leaked before he walks out. Oh, man. After this pick, man, I'm telling you, I am signing off. Signing off after this Cowboys pick. All right. Roger Goodell, Dallas Cowboys. Oh, boy, I'm so happy. Tyler Smith is not a bad pick for the Cowboys, and it might be a great pick in the long run, but I am so happy that they did not get Nakobe Dean because they were celebrating and they were going crazy about, like, if we can get Nakobe Dean, if we can get Kenyon Green. I'm glad they didn't get either one of them. I'm happy. I'm happy for that. I'm happy. Tyler Smith might be a good player for them, but I don't care. I'd rather them not get what they wanted, even if it's what they needed. Oh, boy. Let's see. This delaying business allows Goodell to bring in more money for the owners. Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. Like, we know what they're doing. They're just trying to get in more commercials, which is it's all TV, but it's just like, I mean, it just gets forced and it just becomes unbearable. I would rather them just lie and just say teams are just taking forever to make picks than to say the pick is in and wait, forever. Yeah, I didn't see much damage get done as far as these picks, but yeah, AJ Brown. Eagles made a good draft pick, because if your draft pick is somebody who's already picked, who's already proven, then that's solid. But they do have to pay him $25 million a year, so I'm not chirping over that. But yeah, Tennessee definitely got fleeced. I wouldn't have given that up for AJ Brown. Sorry, not sorry, but I wouldn't have done that. Let me just look up AJ Brown's stats just as a reference point. But I just couldn't see myself paying that price for that guy and paying him $25 million when he's got 1,000-yard season, and an 869-yard season. So yeah, he shared some time with some other good receivers at some points, but I just can't do that. I can't. But he'll be good for the Eagles probably, depending on if they can figure out the quarterback, if Jalen Hurts can step up. I hope that Devin Lloyd falls to us. I will celebrate, because I wanted to take Devin Lloyd at 7. If you asked me 2 months ago, I would take him at 7, because I didn't think that the players that ended up being there were going to be there. And I didn't know that Derek Stingley was healthy yet. And you see what happens when Derek Stingley is healthy. He goes at number 3. So, yeah, if Lloyd can last into the second round, that would be great. But the Cowboys have made their pick. Ravens are on the clock. There's about 5 more picks left in the draft. I will not be here for them. I'm going to go ahead and sign off. You guys can go ahead and drop whatever you want to drop in the chat. I'll stay on for about a minute and a half to address whatever you pop in the chat if you want to get one last point off. If not, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. So, yep, about a minute or two. Yep, I'm going to be up here tomorrow too. Why did Devin Lloyd fall so much? I forgot what Devin Lloyd's combine number looked like, but I know what he looks like on the field. And he's fast as heck. 4.66 at the combine, yeah. So they see him as tiny and they see him as slow, but the dude is a lightning bolt on the field. There's no reason he should be falling. Definitely A+. Definitely A+ today, man. Like, this doesn't even feel real. What we got as far as value out of this draft is ridiculous. All right, anything else? Not webcams, chat for hot girls and boys. Go ahead and had to block you. Reminds you of Parsons. Yeah. Yeah, it was the best case scenario. What's going on, Ronnie? I'm actually just about to sign off. But yeah, everybody have a good night. This was the best case scenario. Like, I could not have predicted that literally what I wanted to happen in January would happen. It happened like a storybook, and I can't ask for anything more. Whatever we do the rest of this draft, to me, is icing. Even if the rest of these guys are just horrible picks, I'm not going to be upset. And why is this dude signing a Subway sandwich? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. But I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You guys have a great rest of your night. Nobody feels like watching the rest of these picks that are going to take 30, 40 minutes to read, when in reality they could be done in like 20 minutes. Well, I'm going to go and get out of here. You guys have a great rest of your night. I'll be on tomorrow to see what we do in the second and third round.